Welcome to Skye. We just finished a trip here. We did 2 days, 3 nights. We had a wonderful time, traveled around the whole island, but we got some tips to share with you to make sure your experience is as wonderful as ours. I am Jordan.
And I'm Erica.
And we're your guides abroad. Not the whole island, but we saw a lot.
Yeah.
We're going to jump right into rapid fire on some travel tips when coming here. All right, first of all, let me talk driving, okay? There's a lot of single lane roads, especially as you get out towards Kolbost and like Nice, up in that area in the western side of Skye. You just gotta be patient, like get off to the side. There's areas to pull over, let people go by. A big one is letting locals pass. If you see someone tailgating you, then pull over, let them pass. And a lot of people drive like patiently around here, especially if like a biker's on the road. But when you're pulling over, watch out for potholes. Potholes are pretty nasty. We've like bottomed out a few times on them. So just like drive slowly into them. Or those are my driving tips. Oh, renting a car is recommended. Easiest way to get around the island. But I gotta say, we saw a lot of guided tours out there. They look wonderful. They're kind of like a smaller size bus. The tour guides wear their kilts. It looks very authentic, really real. And they're going to all the best sites, like the ones we visited.
All right, so where to stay? So we heard and we have now experienced that Portree is probably the best place to stay. It's very centrally located. It's a great launching spot to get to different parts of the island. That said, you're not gonna need to spend a whole day in Portree. There's not a whole lot there. There's restaurants and B&Bs and hotels, but again, it's your launching point to get out and explore the island, and it's just convenient.
The busiest season to come is July and August. We're in July right now. It's gorgeous. Actually, the days was usually 10 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees Celsius, so definitely warm, nice clothes and stuff. But this is the busiest time of year, the peak season. I heard a stat that they get 500,000 visitors a year with a population on the island of only 13,000. So you got to book those hotels early.
Yeah.
So there's hotels they sell out. Try to book as soon as possible to get the hotel or B&B that you like.
And I will note that even though we are here during the busiest time, it doesn't actually feel all that busy.
Isn't that crazy? We got a lot of warnings, like a lot of parking areas where the sites would be jam-packed and hard. We found that once or twice driving around the island, but it wasn't a horrible issue. Yeah. Cell phone coverage was spotty as we drove around, but it was fine for navigation. Not a problem at all. Also limited was toilets. Hard to find toilets at times, but there's lots of cafes. So we just hop into a cafe, warm up with some coffee, and then hit the road again.
Yeah. So Jordan liked to point out that if you didn't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes because the weather does change quickly here. So it can go from sunny to cloudy and rainy in a matter of like 15 minutes.
So pack rain jackets, warm clothes, maybe a hat, something with a hood, just bring it all. Yeah. If you plan on doing lots of hiking, obviously bring hiking equipment with you. Poles are helpful because it gets so slippery out there, nice hiking boots, those types of things. Pack for what you plan to do on the island. For us, we did a lot of driving and sightseeing, but it's still nice to have those nice warm clothes on. And that's the thing when you come to Skye, it's the scenery. That's what this trip is all about, is to take in nature. There's so much raw beauty, the geology, it's just a beautiful place, and that's what's really going to be overwhelming at times. Yeah. It was really nice. That was the main point to come to Skye. Let's talk geography right now. So Skye is the second largest island in Scotland. You can drive from north to south in 2 hours about. As we mentioned, Portree is the largest city. It has a population of about 2,200 people in it. And the Cuillin mountain range is the big mountain range, like right in the middle of the island. So now we're going to take you around on our 2 days. So we went to Western Skye, or the Kolbost region, and up to Nice, or almost up to Nice. And we're going to show you the Northern Loop. We're going to start off with the Northern Loop because that's the most popular tourist route to take with a lot of great sights. I must say, it's wonderful. And make sure to check out our website. Because
if you are coming to the UK, specifically if you are coming to London or Edinburgh, we've got you covered with one-day itineraries that you can download for free at yourguidesabroad.com. So check it out, grab those itineraries, and watch this video to get ready for your trip to Skye.
All right, enjoy these 2 days in Skye. It's a wonderful itinerary. Feel free to copy it. We had a great time.
We did.
Today we're doing the North Loop on the Isle of Skye. This is the most popular road trip that you can do on the island. If you do it nonstop, it's about an hour and 45 minutes, but there's a lot of great stops along the way. This does get the busiest. You're gonna find a lot of full parking lots. We are doing it clockwise, but Locals tell us it doesn't matter if you go clockwise or counterclockwise, you'll still find a lot of the big groups. Right now, the first stop is Fairy Glen. This is really cool. This is cooler than I thought it was gonna be. It's this geological formation, all these little hills and ponds and ferns and flowers, and it's a really pretty area. You just get out, you walk around, you pay for parking. Erica told me how much it is, but I forgot, so we'll put a caption down below. But that's the only fee. It is an active farm, so the sheep are grazing on these mounds, kind of making it look like a perfect, kind of like manicured scene right here. So today we're having some good weather. It's not raining on us. There's no high winds. So we're going to continue the drive. We got to see the Old Man of Store today. We have to see some dinosaur bones. Hopefully we see some Highland cows and some just beautiful scenery. I gotta admit, so far from leaving Portree, the drive has been absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's hit the road.
We are at the Skye Museum of Island Life. So this is £6 for entry. They have a nice cafe here, and it's a great place to learn about the history of the island. They also have a couple Highland cows here, which is something our kids were very excited to stop here to look at.
This is a place to come to go hiking. We have made it over the top of the peninsula, and everyone's suited up for an adventure, got their hiking boots on. We do not, and the kids are not ready to hike, so we're not gonna go. So we're just gonna show you some beautiful footage of why people hike this spot. You can see the views. You're on the edge of the cliff right here. Just the geological formations here on Skye I get it. It's this natural beauty that's absolutely amazing. And today the sun is out, so everybody is hitting the trail, and I don't blame them. For us, we enjoyed the view. Now we're gonna go for lunch. So just a couple minutes down the road from our last stop, we're stopping for lunch. This is at the Hungry Gull. This was recommended by the people who work at our hotel. They said it's great. It's really cute. It doesn't look like much from outside, but inside it's lovely. They have a haggis burrito, if that sounds good to you. But also lots of fish, daily specials, even a menu for the wee ones, and beer on tap. If you want to do that on this drive, I gotta admit, these single lane roads though, whew, it's tough. So, great place for lunch. Even Henry thinks so too. A quick stop at the Staffen Museum. This costs £4, £2 for kids, £10 for a family. Great deal. It is known for its dinosaurs, but also has history of the people who lived around here. A lot of interesting things to see. We love the dinosaurs and dinosaur footprints. This is a rich area in fossils. You can actually go down the beach here and look for fossils in the cliff and in the sand. And we're going to do that, but there's an accident on the road, so we can't do that. So we're on to the next site. Right now we're at Kilt Rock Overlook. Quick stop, got a nice waterfall falling over the cliff. Got to kind of lean over and get a nice picture of it. But then out there, it's a rock formation where it looks like a guy, man's face, with wearing a kilt. Pretty cool. Nice little quick stop. Why not, right?
All right, so in my opinion, I would say the western side of this tour had more scenic views. I mean, it's all scenic, that's relative, it's all scenic. But I would say it was more scenic views, places that we were like, oh my goodness, we need to stop and just take this in. Fewer sites to stop at, but it had a lot more single track roads and really big potholes, so make sure you watch for that. Both sides are beautiful, wonderful. The loop, definitely worth it.
Oh, another stop. This is Brothers Point Walk. It's a short hike. I gotta admit, from the car park area down here, it's only 7 minutes, and you get these great views of the ocean right here. You're with the sheep, there's a waterfall.
I'm on the ocean, so I'm on the beach, which is pretty cool. I think in total 1.5 miles to the point. The sign recommends not going. but they still tell you how to get there. Anyways, we're not going that far. We're just going here. And this is one of the few stops that it's easy to get down to the ocean here. So pretty fun.
Well, we almost made it without rain today. We made it to Old Man of Store. This is the most iconic site in Scotland. This is like a famous, another most iconic site in Scotland, but the photo of it is very iconic. You'll see it all over the place. And it's a wonderful little hike. Park in the parking lot, you gotta pay for parking. It's £5 for 6 hours. It's the largest parking lot, but it does fill up because it's such a popular attraction. And it's only 15 minutes from Portree. So if you don't wanna do this big loop or this big drive, just come out here from Portree whenever you can, and you can do this little hike or get the view. The trail itself is strenuous. It is a 40-minute hike. It's 1 mile to get up to the Old Man Store, but it's a nice trail. It's good gravel on it. You get nice views of the monument as you go up towards it, so it's hard to miss it. The trail is well marked. They have signs everywhere. They do such a lovely job. Like, you're making it easy for us visitors. It's a great hike up there. It looks beautiful. And all these people, even though it's raining, they're all smiling. Okay, we are off to explore Western Skye today. This is a nice little day. It includes Talisker Distillery, some fairy pools, an old castle, an old inn. We're going to see if we can make it to the lighthouse, but I don't think we will because it's a long drive, about 3 hours to get out there. First stop though is the fairy pools. You park, it is a large parking lot, £6 to park. And then from there, it's a short hike, we'll show you, to the fairy pool itself. This is a very popular place. We got here 11 o'clock, kind of late, and it's already pretty busy. So this morning we left our hotel in Portree and made the 40-minute drive out here to the fairy pools. We went right by the old stone bridge, which is a great place out for pictures. We just did that yesterday. We'll show you pictures of the bridge right now, so it's like you were there with us. So we're definitely learning in Skye, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes because the rain's coming and going today. And we're dressed decently for it right now. We got our rain jackets on, some thick jackets. There's other people here that look like outdoor adventurous, and they're dressed a lot better than we are. A big storm came over, so Erica took the kids back to the car. I kept hiking up the mountain. This is what it feels like. You gotta go down in the valley, then back up again. You're just following this river right here. Gorgeous waterfalls, gorgeous views of the valley. Very nice place to come to. As you can see, the trail's in really good shape. You can see they take that £6 from the parking lot. They're really invested in this area. Nice bridges. It's a lovely little hike. Great way to start the day. The moment you get out of the car, you can smell it. You can smell that malts. You can smell what they're distilling. You know you're at a distillery. Go inside, they got a great gift shop. They offer tours inside. It's a fun atmosphere in there. People are taking drams of whiskey, doing testings. They have a great bar to sit at. They have a huge selection of not just Talisker, but also whiskeys from the other parts of the islands out here too. So I got my samples. Not the best place for a souvenir right here. So do a tour if you got time. If not, keep driving, but this is definitely worth a stop. It's fun, even if you're not a whiskey drinker. They're saying it's made by the sea, and they're not joking. It is right on the sea. It is right there. It's right there.
All right, after Talisker's, you are not far from food. First, there's a great little coffee shop right across the street. Then just like a 30-second walk is the Three Chimneys. And then like a 2-minute drive away is the Oyster Shed, which is great for, I mean, they're all great, but that's where we're heading for lunch.
This is a great quick stop on the way to Dunvegan Castle. And you park at the scenic car park right off the road. You get a beautiful view of the bay. And just 300 meters off the road and up a little hike through a sheep's pasture is this ancient ruin. It's pretty cool because you can respectfully walk around on it and really get to, feel this place. It's a beautiful view up here on the cliff too. I was reading somewhere in Scotland there are thousands of castles currently occupied, most of them in ruins. So there's a lot of these really gems all over the place. I was looking forward to stopping here. This is just a quick stop as you come towards Dunvegan Castle. And this is a broch, a great example of a Scottish broch. These are only found in Scotland. These are Iron Age towers. So they believe this one was built 2,000 to 2,500 years ago. And you can just park at the wayside parking lot. You walk up a hill. It is pretty wet and steep, 300 meters from the road. And you can just explore and walk around respectfully this ancient ruin. And it is gorgeous. The views of the loch are massive, commanding views. And apparently they even found coinage from the medieval period here too. So it's been occupied for a long time. And the stonework, and just to be able to walk around this in the steps and little windows and crannies, this is a really cool place to check out. Our last stop today is at Dunvegan Castle. This is a castle that's been occupied by the same family for 800 years, the MacLeod clan, MacLeod family. You can get a great tour of the castle. It's not free, but you don't need an advanced reservation to get in here. They also have a nice cafe, great gift shop too. Very cool castle. You see all the portraits of the family up there, read about the history, and they just have a lot of interesting things to see. I love going down the basements of these old castles, especially the dungeon in them. Whoa, that's really deep down there. Yeah, I know. There's a person down there. After this, you can keep driving if you like up to the Nice Lighthouse, about 40 minutes from here, farther west, or you can head north to the Steen Inn or the Stein Inn, which is the oldest inn on the Isle of Skye. For us, we're gonna head back to Portree and check out the town of Portree for dinner and stay warm in our hotel because this is a cold July day for us. All right, we're gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go have some whiskey to warm up. So at the hotel, we have Torvig, it's from the south of Skye. We also have Talisker here too. Talisker is the one we visited earlier today. They're both very peaty is what she says. They are delicious. That whiskey drinker when you're in Scotland, it's pretty nice.
We're not done yet. We have lots more videos, and you're not done yet either because you need to head to yourguidesabroad.com to download your free one-day itineraries if you are heading to either London or Edinburgh on your UK trip. Trust me, these are great, and I think you'll love them.
You're at yourguidesabroad.com/itineraries, actually /London or /Edinburgh. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Did I butcher that?
No.
Was that helpful? That was helpful, everybody, right? Let's try to be helpful. All right.